I had the pleasure of having getting outside a few times myself this weekend, and I did see lots of people. But you know what? The vast majority of them were in small groups. They were sitting apart from each other. They were socializing. They were out in the sun. You know, I think the vast majority of people are doing the right thing and taking this to heart, and I thank them, because that's how we're going to get through this. And I know everybody, I mean, it was such a spectacular weekend. There was a lot of pressure to just be done with it, but people were reasonable and they were responding. And I think we can sometimes get caught up with the small minority of people who are maybe having too much fun and are disturbing those of us who were trying to keep a little bit separate. But the vast majority of people were doing the right thing, and I think that's what we need to do for the coming days and months, to be able to go outside, to be social with each other, but to maintain those physical distances and to be respectful of others around us as well. I think that's incredibly important.
Just to say in English, I was out a reasonable amount this weekend outside, and what I would say, at least in my neighborhood, which is in Joyce Collingwood in Vancouver, that there was a significant, I think, effort by everybody to follow the rules. In fact, everywhere, whether it was at Gaston Park or Melbourne Park or Collingwood Park, people were doing just that. They were outside, they were following the rules, they were staying apart, and they were enjoying in this case, a beautiful Vancouver weekend.
We have taken the approach from the very beginning that if we provide people with the direction of what they need to do, the support they need to do it, that the vast majority of people do what is needed. And that's the approach we've taken. We do have bylaw officers, and we have others who are able to provide individual advice and warnings to people, but we are not taking a punitive approach in this province, and that's worked for us, and it will continue to work for us. I think most people recognize that if they're doing things that are going to increase the risk of spreading this virus, that it is their loved ones, their families, their communities, the people they live with, that they're going to take it home to. So that is the underlying approach that we're taking, and I think it's worked for us, and we will continue to do that. And we've seen police officers, bylaw officers out and taking that positive approach and thanking people who are doing the right thing, and that's the way that we need to keep approaching this going forward. Well, I think that's a good measure of how well it is being policed. And, you know, when people get the warning, they get the education, the advice they need to do the right thing. And what I hear from those people who are issuing the warnings is that people are being respectful and that they are taking it to heart. So, I can only tell you again, we all need to do our bit. Being outside is safer than being inside, but even then we need to take those measures to protect our families, our groups, our communities. And I encourage everybody to continue to do that in a respectful way, and to do that respectful and mindful of others who are around you as well.